presentation, it has been planned to discuss formalism of macrocanonical ensemble. However, we are familiar by now about three ensembles that is there in our course at undergraduate level, that is macrocanonical ensemble, canonical ensemble and grand canonical ensemble. In the case of macrocanonical ensemble, we define system using three thermodynamical parameters, that is capital M, that is number of molecules in the gas. See, our system is an ideal gas. Capital N is the number of molecules in the gas. V is volume of the gas, and E is total energy that your molecules are sharing total energy, capital E. So in this case, your system is isolated because number of molecule and its volume of the gas and total energy of the gas is kept fixed, so it corresponds to an isolated system. In this case, what we do, we consider system which is distributed in some space, that is say phase space, and these molecules have certain position coordinate as well as momentum coordinate. So on the basis of its distribution in the phase space, we have certain number of microstates which are accessible to your system, where system is defined using three thermodynamical parameters, capital N, capital V and capital D. And this system, in this case, since these three parameters are fixed, so system corresponds to an isolated system where energy of the system is fixed. So here principle of equal a priori probability is applicable. So energy state which are having definite probability of its occupancy or probability to find system in particular energy state is fixed, and each of the microstates are equally accessible. Therefore, we rely to a technique that can be understood using example of a harmonic oscillator. Say we have a harmonic oscillator in one dimension, and it is defined using it's a total energy of this harmonic oscillator, that is Hamiltonian, is written in terms of generalized position coordinate and generalized momentum coordinate. So this half kq of square, that is potential energy of the harmonic oscillator, p square upon 2m is kinetic energy of oscillator. So position coordinate that can be written as a amplitude and a phase factor. A is amplitude of oscillator, omega is angular frequency of oscillator, t is time, and phi is arbitrary phase factor. Similarly, generalized momentum, that is mq dot. So q is the generalized coordinate and q dot is time derivative of this generalized coordinate. So we have p, that is equal to minus m omega capital A sin omega t plus phi. So from equation number 2, we have generalized position coordinate and generalized momentum coordinate. And angular frequency we can write in terms of force constant of a spring of the harmonic oscillator, and m is a mass that is attached to harmonic oscillator, that is spring with having force constant k. So to Hamiltonian of a system we can write as half kq square plus p square upon 2m. Okay, we can substitute q here and p from this relation, that is equation number 2. So using equation number 2, we can have total value of energy, that is half m omega square a square phi square omega t plus phi plus half omega square a square m sin square omega t plus phi. So from there we have total energy that we can simplify in this fashion, that is half m omega square a square. So from equation number 4, we have amplitude of the oscillator, that is nothing but square root of 2e upon m omega square. So from equation number 2, we can have trajectory of this harmonic oscillator in phase space. Trajectory of harmonic oscillator that has Hamiltonian written like using equation number 1. That trajectory we can write in this fashion. So from equation number 2, we have q square upon a square, that is nothing but cos square omega t plus phi. Similarly, p square upon m square omega square, that is nothing but sin square omega t plus phi. So this is q square upon a square is equal to cos square omega t but p square upon m square omega a square, that is nothing but sin square omega t. So cos square omega t equals sin square omega t, that is equal to 1. Therefore here we have 1. From equation 1 we have trajectory of our harmonic oscillator that has Hamiltonian written using equation number 1. So from this relation, from this discussion, we have q square upon amplitude of square that we can write using this equation number 4, q square upon 2e m upon m omega square plus p square upon 2m e, that is equation number 1. So this trajectory we can draw in a phase space, that is qp space. This along this axis we have coordinate q, along this axis we have coordinate m. So these are the possible energy boundary which defines accessible microstates which are in the two energy regions. Say n0 is one energy value, boundary corresponding to one energy value, one total energy of the oscillator per given value, and n1 another total energy of oscillator, and n2 and so on. So we can determine now this factor, that is area of the phase space for given energy value. Say Hamiltonian of a system that is lying in the two boundaries, E plus delta by 2, say upper boundary, this one, E minus delta by 2, this say the lower energy boundary. So we can integrate out this dq dp for these two energy region, E plus delta by 2 and E minus delta by 2 in between these two energy boundaries. So area of this area of this between these two energy boundary, area is nothing but say 2 pi. See, area of this ellipse is nothing but pi ab. So pi ab for this particular qp value, and similarly pi ab for this particular qp value will give you area between these two regions, that is nothing but 2 pi times q and p. So this is q square and this is okay. So this we can write a and b. See, pi ab is the area of the ellipse, so this is a square and this is b square. So pi ab you will have 2 pi times E plus delta by 2 for upper energy boundary. Similarly for lower energy boundary, 2 pi times E minus delta by 2 whole upon omega. So pi ab for this upper boundary and pi ab for lower boundary, where a and b is known to us. So from there we have area. See, pi ab is area, pi ab is area. So this is a and this is b. When you are substituting pi ab, you are getting value that is nothing but you multiply these two, what you are getting, say square root of there, na? So 2 pi times E upon omega. So for upper boundary you have E, that is nothing but E plus delta by 2. For lower boundary you have E minus delta by 2. That way you have these two values, and difference between them will give you area between these two energy boundaries. So that is nothing but 2 pi delta upon omega. So energy of oscillator you can write in terms of n as En is equal to n plus half h cut omega. So now from there, see, energy is quantized. This is oscillator. Energy is quantized. So for different value of n, you have value of energy of your oscillator. So when you are substituting n0, 1, 2 and so on, so you have different value of energy of your oscillator, and 0 correspond to 0 point energy. So from there you can get that. So there is a one jump in energy value h cut omega, which correspond to 1 microstate. So from there we have omega 0. We can determine omega 0, that is minimum volume which is accessible to your oscillator, which correspond to area of a 1 microstate of your one dimensional harmonic oscillator. From there you substitute delta value, that is h cut omega, in this relation and divide it. See, delta upon h cut omega, energy corresponding to one unique value of change in energy, and 2 pi delta upon omega, that is total area which is accessible in between these two energy boundaries. So from there you have omega 0, that is nothing but h. This is the area accessible to one microstate of your harmonic oscillator, which is one dimensional. So once you have value of omega 0 and you have energy value and correspondingly area known to you, you can get what is the total number of microstates which are accessible to your oscillator, which has value of energy say capital E, number of molecules say capital N, and a volume capital V. So once you have value of gamma known to you, you can determine entropy. From entropy, you can determine temperature of your system, pressure of your system, chemical potential of your system. So pressure is written here, equation number 3, chemical potential equation number 4, and temperature, that is equation number 5. So using this approach, you can determine thermodynamics of your system, which is an isolated system, and approach is described as approach of a macrochemical ensemble.